Hello, it's fishbulbgeek, and I'm back with some more Dragon Age Origins. And
I'd like
today
to
we are
hear
going
more
to,
about why I left Orlais.
yes, of course, yes, we are going to make our way to Orzammar, but apparently our chatty companions want to be a little bit more chatty, so let's do this instead first.
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais. I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did. You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
She is, of course, describing the plot of the DLC that I will play and post up at some point because it's quite a fun one. You already know that we've played it because she's actually wearing the armor that you get for completing that DLC, and I think I'm using the bow. So, yeah. But I will be playing through it and putting it up on my channel, just in case, because I don't know many people have put it on their channels. So that'll be interesting.
My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nivara and Antiva among others. It was treason. Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as Bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered. I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor. Yes, the Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
Yeah, I do feel bad for her. She was tortured.
The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again. I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
Hmm. You'll be safe in my company. That's not strictly speaking true, given that we're fighting Darkspawn and trying to overcome a civil war. And we, by the way, we fought werewolves, and we're going to go to Orzammar to fight Darkspawn. And oh, by the way, there's dwarves that are going to end up wanting to kill us because, of course, there will be. So I'm not going to promise you that.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
Okay, so that was Liliana being quite chatty. Before I go anywhere, is there anything I need to do in camp? Any gifts? Sten likes paintings.
Unexpected. Thank you.
Sten, have a painting. Oh, that is Silver Sword of Mercy. That's like an Andrastian type symbol. So Liliana would like that.
Oh, how dear of you.
And
Thank you so much.
the locket. Oh no, blue satin shoes. Yes, that was one of the things we got for her. Here, have your blue satin shoes.
How dear of you. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, she really likes me now. And locket is for Morgan.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
And the rest is all just the booze, which we don't care about. So, look, there we go. Moderate magic. That's awesome. Right, so here we go. We're going to go to... Right, who are we going to take? We need to take...
Indeed.
We need to take Liliana
Yes.
and Sten and
Yes.
Win in the party, because like Win's still got some stuff to do with her character. Liliana, I think she needs to be in the party if you get attacked, now that she's revealed the story about Marjolaine. And Sten, because we need him to interrogate the guy that took his sword at Orzammar. But we're not going to go to Orzammar first. We got that star metal. We're going to go back to Soldier's Peak and get a weapon for it. I do like that when you're watching this, it does actually follow the roads that you see on the map. I think that's quite cool.
Bet you I could kill it in 2 blows.
This looks like it's... let's get the bear out. It's Mercer. I think this is going to be for Liliana. Oh, Liliana went down. She must have got herself caught right out of position.
Now's better than later.
Ooh, that's one thing I meant to do is change her settings so she's not going to take all of the Lyrium potions. I want them to be built up so that we've got some for the deep roads. And these are tough old people, aren't they?
Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Can I knock him down? No, he resisted that.
Alright.
Probably going to resist this. Oh, he resists the knockdown, but he doesn't resist pinning. That's awesome.
Stop. Don't kill him. He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. Was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me? Wait, just 1 second. Who sent you? Why am I wanted dead?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does. I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah. It's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
Yeah, get lost before we change our minds.
Don't worry. I'll not trouble you no more.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be. Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started. She needs to
Yeah.
answer for what she's done to me. If we are ever in Denerim, I would like to seek her out. Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good.
It is. And, yeah, that happens awfully quickly after the conversation. Well, they do tend to do that, I suppose. Right, so that's my way out. Turn path, there's, I think, all the loot. Oh yes, and make Win stop using all of your learning potions. So, enemy, nearest visible. Usability, something. Oh, we don't have anything. Don't actually have any very many offensive options, obviously. There we go. Want to try and keep some of those learning potions for when we're really going to need them, which is going to be in the deep roads, because there's a long time with no place to resupply. Oh, okay. And yeah, it's the last place you want running out. I meant to switch that off ages ago and I kept forgetting. There we go. I think I've got everything. I'm going to store. What am I going to store? The Warden Commander stuff, because I'm just not going to wear it. So I might as well put it away. It is nice, but I'm just not going to need it. So what we still got here, Juggernaut, which is going to be for our Dwarven Companion. I suppose I should give them to somebody, actually. And the Boots of Diligence and the Armour of Diligence. We're just looking for the gloves, which we pick up in Orzammar. And to be honest, I do like this set, but I've got all the Juggernaut stuff, which is much better than the Diligence stuff, so I'm probably just going to end up selling it. But I'll keep hold of it for now, because I want to see what the set looks like altogether. Anything else? No, not really. Okay, so I don't want to stash anything else. Oh, let's talk to Levi.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also, got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else. I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions. Even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
I like that. A touch more complicated.
King Arlen sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero.
I think she's tried to be.
We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right? Haven't heard a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself. But I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower. Certainly.
What does he have? They all look particularly... Yeah, they all look rubbish. Don't need any of that. Hmm. I'll buy that. And I'll buy these, because they're cheaper than what you get them from, so I've still got money. Oh, and I'll buy these for the elves. Don't need anything else. I'm very tempted to get the freezing coating recipe, actually. But let's see. Oh, I have enough. I have enough gold. That's fine. I've got expert poison making. Yeah, I like that. It's very handy. Has he got anything else? Oh, he's got runes, but I'm not so fussed about runes. They're nice, and I've got a bunch of stuff that I can put the runes in, but you pick up runes from people, so... Now, Mikhail,
You?
I want a
You're the
sword.
warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
Yeah.
This is star metal. If you give this to me, I will craft for you a thing of legend.
Star metal longsword. That it is pretty awesome, actually. I do love it. What does he
And
call it?
so it shall be.
Star Fang? Something like that. It looks badass as well.
It is done. I call this blade Starfang. May it serve you well. I must rest after my exertions. Warden?
Yeah, Starfang is a kick-ass blade that I am going to give to Alistair, I think. Okay, so we've done that. Yes, we're going to go to... Actually, yeah, we're going to go to Frostback Mountains. I'll deal with Starfang and everything later. I remember I think it was the second time I played the game. The first time, obviously, I didn't know what I was doing. I just bumbled along as you would generally do on the missions. But the second time, because I really loved Orzammar and the dwarves and that whole bit, I tried coming here pretty much straight out of the gate. I didn't go anywhere else, so I can't have been more than level 4 or 5. Well, just wait till you see how I'm going to do it this. And then imagine what it was like when I was level
There's something better
4 or 5.
killing things, perhaps.
Yeah, I had my ass handed to me for a fair few attempts. I didn't give up straight away. I tried it multiple times, but yeah, it didn't last long. Come on. Come on. Engage me. I can't fight you until you engage me. Maybe I can.
I see enemies ahead.
Right, bear, get involved. Try to stay back. Somebody's going to go down fast, because somebody always does.
You can get off my back. Got it.
Actually, it's going to be Sten, isn't it?
Enough! Come and get it! Alright, alright.
Actually, that went sort of alright. Sten was the only one who went down. I'm impressed. Oh, I was totally going to swap out her weapon for the bow. Do you know what? I think I'll just keep her with that. She seems to be doing alright with it. So, let's go up here. These gossips got anything to say?
These ashes have been found here in Ferelden too.
Mother Vorlin said that's just some hoax.
Mother Vorlin is a half-blind old cow. Everyone knows Andraste came from Ferelden. It makes sense they'd bring her ashes back here.
Those ashes are so old they'd be dust by now. I don't believe any of it.
Well, that didn't take very long to get out, did it?
Kunari's.
Oh, yeah. The
What can I do for you?
apprentices.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Well, he's awfully cheerful about being out of a job. He looks like a trader, but he won't sell you anything, which is very, very annoying.
So what does a darkspawn look like, anyhow? Have you ever seen
Just talking about Darkspawn, and... Ah, yes! Oh, can I steal anything from him?
I am ready.
Actually, Liliana, can you steal anything from him? Because you've got a much higher stealing skill than I do. Yes! Yes, you can. That's awesome. No idea what it was, but...
Maker's breath. Oh, beg your pardon, friend. You, startled me a bit. You've, heard of me?
Where is my sword?
I don't know what you mean, sir.
He's such a liar. He's so nervous.
I don't have it. I swear by Andraste's knickers. I sold it on the way here.
Tear his arms off.
I swear I don't have it. I sold it to a dwarf in Redcliffe, name of Dwin. I'm not, I promise you.
We'll see.
Sten approves. Is that because we just threatened to kill somebody? I think it might be. I wonder if he's got anything I can steal. He's not like a named character, so if he's got anything... I do have stuff. And a barrel. And, oh, a deserter, yes. Oh, that hat, it just makes me think of the Skyrim helmet. You know, the hat with badass horns. If you've never watched any of the Dan Bull raps, feel free to look him up on YouTube as soon as you've finished watching this video, of course. Dan Bull does raps for all sorts of games, and one of his Skyrim rap is epic. I love it so much. Anyway, that hat makes me think of the Skyrim hat, only less intimidating. I think it's the horns. They're too curly.
Oh? What was this about? I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
I see enemies ahead. Got it. Breaking a sweat already. Ha! Now's better than later. Show them no mercy! This is annoying.
I think my bear's doing some good work over there on the side. Yeah, that went quite smoothly, actually. I like it. Alright, so, right, I've done what we wanted with Sten, but Sten's not who I'm going to take into Orzammar with me, so...
Got put down by the regent, I heard.
That's what he liked.
Oh, yeah, they're just gossiping a bit more. So, yes, I'll edit this out, but I'm going to travel back and do some stuff, so... When we next come back to it, I'll be with a different group.
I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier. You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. You spoke to Petra, did you not? She told you I saved her from a demon. I did, but I did not survive that encounter. Let me explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
That is quite an amazing story, actually.
The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
Sounds like you both are, to be honest. If it's bonded with you now and is still keeping you alive, and you're just draining it of life, you're a goddamn hypocrite, Win. For talk about all maleficars and apostates and all that lot. You've allowed yourself to be possessed by a spirit. No wonder you had that conversation about abominations. You're worried that's what you are.
Yes, that we will.
And technically, in your eyes, you are an abomination. Okay, I didn't actually expect that conversation. What was I here to do? Ah yes, stuff, I'll edit it out. I really thought they were going to have a conversation there. Right, so we've got a new squad with us. I'm bringing Shale along, and Alistair, and Win for healing. So here we go.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I just need to talk to your king. Also, I like how he's calling himself King Loghain now, when he is actually still just a regent, unless you're doing something unspeakable with your daughter, who remains the queen.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Dukin returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I like that guy. If I don't get in, nobody should. I don't get to play with toys, nobody should get to play with my toys. Wah, wah, wah.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Dude, you've got a mage and presumably a Templar and quite possibly the most badass helmet I think I've ever seen, in this game at least, right behind you. Why would you ask dwarves to kill me? You've got your own retinue. I could intimidate him. but I'm not going to. I think I'd rather kill him.
What? Lies and slander! King Logain will not suffer this. I will not suffer it. I'm his messenger.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
If I see another pigeon, I will kill it.
Oh, wait, bear. Bear. Come and help me, bear. Oh, wrong button.
Push them back! Now's better for me. Alright. Get you a ladder so you can get off my back.
Oh, blocked. Okay, let's try and move into a better position. I really need to teach her something other than earthquake.
Got it. Show them no mercy!
Oh, Shale, you took that from me. I wanted to kill him. At least the bodyguards are tough. Oh, but Shale isn't. Look at that damage numbers spun off when Alistair uses a weapon. Oh god, did wind go down as well? Wasn't expecting that. Still, that was quite fun. Oh, I kind of wish we were taking your armor off you. And I bet you had... Well, at least you had money on you. Would have made more sense if you had the delirium potion, given that you were the mage, but still. Hello, will you let me in now that I've murdered a bunch of people on your doorstep?
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Fair warning, we're about to see dwarven politics at its best. But first, let's have a... This is awesome, isn't it? This is the first entrance that you get when you enter Orzammar, and it's...
Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, look, that is lava. They're using lava flows as light.
Please.
No, I'm not going to give a beggar money. I'm saving my money for a very specific reason.
Show some pity for a poor old man.
No. Although I am tempted to see if I can steal from you. Yeah, these are their... They don't have gods. These are their people that they've elevated.
That's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Yeah, wow. Wowzers. Well, the caste system is intense. It's,
You feel pain? You get hit in combat?
This is when it squeals loudly and spurts blood about. This is when it feels pain.
Maybe. I've seen you take some bad hits. Don't you feel anything?
Anger, rage even, perhaps a little distress. Is this pain?
I'm not sure. I don't think I'd call it distress, exactly. It's more...
For me, it is more...
That sounds more like a bowel movement. I mean that sharp, stabbing... Like that?
No, nothing like that.
No? Huh. Good to know.
I should take Shale along more often. That was brilliant.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Dwarven politics at its finest. Straight up murder in the streets.
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders.
Okay, so where are we? We are Diamond Quarter, right? Proven Ground straight ahead. Okay, so your choices for choosing who's going to be king, because of course you're going to choose who's going to be king, is between Balin, the son of the old king Idukun, who has just died, and Harrowmont, who was his loyal, trusted advisor. Now, in the Dwarven noble beginning, you are actually one of the sons of King Idukun. He's got three. He's got Trian, who is his oldest, who he was grooming to be his successor. I think you're the youngest son or daughter. And Balin is the middle child. And, yet, okay, straight up, Balin frames the player character, who is the youngest, I think the youngest or the middle, either way, frames that character for the murder of Trian. Trian is murdered, you're framed for it, you are found guilty, and tossed into the deep roads. Now, obviously, if you're playing as that character, you meet Duncan and escape and become warden, but if you obviously choose a different origin story, then that character just dies in the deep roads. So he's a skunk. He's an absolute skunk. He did murder his brother and frame his other sibling. He probably didn't kill his father. His father did probably just die of old age and shame or whatever else. And Harrowmont was a trusted advisor and a good friend to your character, and very good friend to the king. And the king probably did want Harrowmont to succeed him, out of shame, guilt, who knows. That doesn't matter. At least not to me, because I haven't played the game so many times. I've seen the results of both being king. Balin wants openness. He wants to get rid of the caste system, have more contact with the surfacers, improve trade and living standards, and all that rot. And Harrowmont is much more isolationist and old-fashioned. He likes the caste system. Of course he does. It benefits him. And he wants to pull away from the surface and all that. And I happen to think that the caste system is messed up. Like, it's totally messed up, and it's a little bit random as to who gets to be like an honoured member of a caste, and the casteless who live in Dusttown, which we're going to go and visit. They're beggars basically, or they turn to the Carta, who are thieves and into extortion, blah blah, all that. Basically, the mafia. And it's terrible. The caste system is terrible. And Balin wants to get rid of that, and Harrowmont doesn't. And I like Balin's a skunk, but I'm going to support him for king because I think it's better for the Dwarven people as a whole, basically. So I know I'm siding with the bad guy, and he's going to get me doing some bad things to make sure he's king. But I'm not entirely certain I care. I'm going to do it anyway. So that's just that's my thought process there. So but right now we've just arrived in Orzammar. We've just seen straight up murder, and oh, look how pretty this place is. I mean, dwarves are insane to have built all this underground, and look at the scale of it. There's lava flow. Look, just using that as presumably a source of heating and light, and look at all that lava. It would be so easy to commit murder because you just toss a body into that and then boom, all evidence is gone.
Why do you refer to me as the elder?
It's incredible.
It is purple and a hyena.
That's a boring conversation. I think it's just such a cool place, and as messed up as this system is, it's still awesome. Now, already we've got some little side quests, so let's just go and pick these up and get them out of the way.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone. My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud. But he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself. Warden. So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company packing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to meet Ruck in the Deep Roads anyway. It's pretty much unmissable, so of course you take that just. Oh yeah, this guy's a bit of a nutter. He's a dwarven chantry member, which is unusual. I think he might, well, he's not the only Andrastian dwarf, but he's certainly the only one underground. I think the rest would all be the surfacer types.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
And of course my character is Andrastian.
Ah, it's a great pleasure to meet a fellow believer. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
Okay,
You speak as if these people have deliberately chosen to reject the Maker, but most of them haven't even heard his name. How can they choose the path of enlightenment if they never learn that the path exists?
Boy, am I glad I don't have Morgan in my party right now. Do you know what? I'm not going to be that arrogant about it, even though he's slightly arrogant about it. But no, he's a fervent believer, so.
The Shaperate controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting. Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see
of course you did.
Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always. Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that one, even though he is an absolute nutter. I'm going to talk to the traders later. There is a very specific reason that I'm not spending any money. I think I've got enough. Yep, 58, I have enough. That's fine. Who else are we going to meet? Ah, there she is.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
For you, I certainly do.
You look like you're not from around here. Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
Oh, God, such a boring answer.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smith Cast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Dagna's just brilliant. That's awesome, isn't it? It truly is. Oh, Nug Wrangler, yes. Random little side quest.
Stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
And here's our first... Oh, no, I thought there was a Nug back here. My bad. Wow, I really did think there was a Nug back there. Is there one this way? There are these cute little hairless mole rat type things with shorter teeth. See? That's a Nug, it's cute. I seem to remember you can somehow get Leliana a pet Nug. Alright, I'll hand this one into him because there are others.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
You didn't look very hard, honestly.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
And you get some silver out of it. So, right, so we've done that. Let's just go up to the Diamond Quarter quickly. While we're here, we might as well start... Oh no, we might as well go to the Shaper, actually. Yes, we'll go to the Shaper. We're not going to do any main quest type stuff just yet. Higher class of midget. Yes, according to the caste system, they're all nobles. It's a good question. Oh yeah, I don't think that there's any nugs up here, but Shaper it. And look, we've got more.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaper. What have we been reduced to? I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Okay, so that's the quest we came up here for, but there's a couple others we can pick up, as well as all this lush XP. Orta?
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research. I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads. A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
And yes, we'll do that as well, because why wouldn't you? Okay, there is a bunch more books to read. Must be, yeah, they're all up here, so... More deep roads... It's just littered with XP. And if you've been... If you pick up the belt way early, back in Denerim from the mage's shop, you're getting 75 XP a time for this sort of thing, so... You level up really quickly when you hit somewhere like this. Because they just throw XP at you in this place. And, oh, last book.
Done.
There we go. Oh, another gift. And the Gloves of Diligence. So, if you want to find all of the Diligence stuff, the gloves are here. Let's see. I can't remember off the top of my head where all the armor sets were, but, I'll stick a link in the description to the website I use anyway to keep track of all this stuff, just in case if you are playing it yourself and you want to know how I keep track of it all. It's certainly not off the top of my head. I have to look some of this stuff up as well.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories. The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you. That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city. I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
Well, cunning just feels too much like lying. That's just rude. That's arrogant. And I'm not that much of a fanatic. I'm just a gentle believer. And why would you threaten dwarves with an exalted march? Persuade.
He seems a charitable man. But that is a thin thread on which to tie Orzammar's traditions. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
I don't really need to know about Orzammar's history.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
I could get him... if you go down the conversation tree, he does say something about golems at one point, and then he offers to buy shale from you, as if shale is an object to be bought. Shale does not take that very well. She doesn't squish him, but she is mean, of course, because yeah, it's a bit rude trying to buy somebody when they're a sentient being. But now we picked up that one, so a little bit more running back and forth. We've got to go to Dust Town. And also the reason I've been saving my money is to pick up, because there is a quest that can make you absolute bank. It does require running back and forth, so once I've picked it up, I'll talk you through it, but I'm not going to show it because it's mostly just traveling back and forth. So I'm not even going to tempt myself by looking in any of the shops, although there is some good gear you can pick up in this place. Oh, I hear a nug. Ah, yes, I see a nug. That's Dagna standing by her father's shop, I think it was. Oh yeah, let's tell him he can open up his, have his prayer meeting. Oh, there's a nug behind him.
Patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper. Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. For that matter, I don't even know if you can do that. Because that's tapesters there. And this is just the entrance to Dust Town. Now, the thief is in Dust Town, so you're going to find him.
More, yes? For sport?
Yes, actually, Shale, we kind of are. So yeah, the thief is over here. Don't think you can shoot him straight away. Nope. You have to get it out.
We'll get plenty for their kid once we...
I'm gonna use that.
Can I get you a ladder? You can get off my back.
Oh, I'll tell you what else I'm gonna do. I call it my bear. Nope, apparently I'm not. Try that again.
I'll get on it. Can I get you a ladder?
Right. Hopefully this will go quite quick.
Strike at me if you dare.
You can tell the difficulty because these guys are starting to get a bit tougher now, so this is really why you can't come here too early. Who are you shooting? Oh, no, not that.
Got it. I'll get you a ladder. You can get off my back.
Having said that, they went down quite well. So if that was... That must be a Dusttown Thug. Oh. That's odd. I thought I would pick up the next clue for... Oh, never mind. That's not the quest I'm really interested in. Oh, it's him. Yes, Shady Corbett. He's the thief.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here. Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, I mean this person in? I walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Too bad for you, my friend. As the bear just lunges in. I don't think I'm even gonna have to... Oh, no, don't. Oh. Yes, I'm... Do you know what? I'm gonna pick up some more offensive abilities for her. Okay, so he's why we came in. But this is why I've been saving all my money. This guy. Because you only get one chance to take his mission. And I really hope it's yeah, I've got 50. I really hope it's 50 and not 60 gold that he needs, because once you've talked to him, if you don't have the money on you, you can't take his mission. And I think it's worth it just for the money you can get, because you end up with a lot more than you can end up with a lot more gold than what you started out with. So if you've been keeping your eye out for something special that you want to buy, this is the way to do it. It's a bit long-winded, but...
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
Yeah, see, basically, what did I tell you? All these guys are thieves, or with the Carta, or they're basically the Mafia, or Mafia wannabes.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone.
He's the mage that was hiding in a cupboard, by the way, in the Circle Tower attack.
I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Oh. I could even get it for 40. I wonder if I hope I can make that.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium, then. You, probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Right, that's fine. So I'm going to call it quits there, because basically I'm going to travel back to the circle. Because I've got Dagna's quest, I'm going to speak to Grand Enchanter Irving and ask him to take Dagna on as an apprentice, and then when I come back to Orzammar, I'll tell her that she can go, blah blah blah. She'll be very happy. It's awesome. And I'm also going to sell the lyrium to Godwin for as much as I can possibly squeeze out of him. I'm going to persuade him to pay me way more than I've just paid for it, and then I'm going to come back and tell him the deal. So, but I'm going to do that off screen because it's a lot of tedious traveling about for, yeah, it's just not very entertaining. So thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed playing, and I do hope you'll come back for more next time. Ta-ta for now.